in Week 17 when the Cowboys and Eagles play in Dallas, which would make it the third straight year the Cowboys would be in a win and get in final game of the regular season. The Cowboys do not have any scenarios this weekend where they can clinch a playoff berth. So let's take a little take-your-pick look at this matchup and these two teams in the NFC East vying for the title. Darren, let's start with you. The Cowboys' key against the Washington Redskins is what?
Can't give up the big passing plays to Kirk Cousins. And in the last few weeks, hey, Josh McCown, Chicago Bears, 4 touchdown passes against them. Just last week, Matt Flynn, 4 touchdown passes against them at home in the second half. No way they can let big plays happen in this game with Kirk Cousins.
And Cousins had 380-plus passing yards last week against Atlanta. What about the Eagles' key against the Bears, Damian?
You got to get a healthy dose of the Shady McCoy. We know that the Bears, the middle
put it on his back.
The middle part of the Bears' defense has been decimated by injuries. So if you want to, you're talking about matchup problem, that's where you need to exploit. That's what you need to exploit if you're the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, the X factor in the NFC East playoff race. Damian, you start first.
I'm going with DeMarco Murray.
Thank you.
We know.
Feed him.
We know when you feed DeMarco Murray the ball, they're a different Dallas Cowboy offense. It takes less pressure off Tony Romo. Give this guy the ball, route him out.
Darren, what about you?
I'm going with Shady McCoy. Listen, we're talking about one guy that can make it happen. And the guy who I think should be an MVP running right now is simply because they get you in space. Chip Kelly does a great job of not only the running game, but in the screen game and getting him the ball in space. Chicago Bears are going to have trouble this week.
All right, so we picked the Bears-Eagles game earlier, so now let's pick the Cowboys and Redskins. Who you got? Damian, we start with you.
Man, Trey. I'm going with the Cowboys.
All right.
I think that from last week, that Green Bay debacle, maybe they learned their lesson. Well, feed DeMarco Murray.
We'll see. They fed him in the first half and then went away in the second half. All right, Darren Woodson, Cowboy, who you got?
I passed that water on to Damian last week. Believing in the Cowboys. Listen, I'm out. I'm off now. I'm going with the Washington Redskins this week to win this football game. The Cowboys don't have an answer for a backup quarterback. Yeah. Kirk Cousins being another backup quarterback. There's 8 in the last 2 weeks, 8 touchdown passes from backup quarterbacks. There'll be 12 this week.
I just want to get this clear because you also had the Eagles winning.
So
that means you
closing it out.
That means you, a former Cowboy who still lives in Dallas.
Oh, go ahead, throw me under the bus. Throw me under the bus.
Has eliminated the Cowboys this week. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just
you know
saying,
what?
yes.
Hey, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your
honesty. Can I stay with you?
Yeah. I always got room for you in my crib. Don't worry about it. I think you'll be fine.